Well, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, and welcome to the National Football League Cup final here in the women's edition of the competition. It's a top four clash here at Sixfields, the home of Northampton Town, where the hosts under-21s are in action against AFC Sudbury of Suffolk. Sudbury sit third at the moment in the Southern Prem. Northampton Town in fourth. 5-4 the last time these two teams came together after a home walkover for Sudbury due to an injury crisis in the Northampton Town team, which has recovered partially ahead of this exciting cup final. And I'm joined by a whole host of players alongside me from Northampton Town, Olivia Aston and Ruby Oxley. Thanks for being with us, Olivia and Ruby. And for AFC Sudbury, it's Chloe Mortimer and Hattie Burtonshaw. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us as well. They'll be bringing us some insight from the players throughout the game. And of course, the teams we will begin with. Northampton Town start with Iona Smith in goal, Maddie Carter, Cassidy Flynn, the captain, Ruby Helston with Lelia Chanel as well, Georgia Gale in there, Africa de Villiers, and then an attacking lineup which includes the likes of Kitty Crouch, Mia Richards, Ellie Barker and Keely Jackson as well. Plenty of goals in that Northampton team. Kitty Crouch with 11 and 16, Keely Jackson 12 and 18 to watch out for. And Sudbury, the top scorers in the Southern Premiership with 73 goals. Lelia Pryor starts in net with Ashton Newley, Aliat Lambe, Ellie Cadlack as well with Jess Egan, Leona Bezant, Chloe Brame, Ruby Seeley, Alex Penny as well with Olivia Clennell and Holly Kinnard in the starting lineup. Ruby Seeley, 14 goals in the last 15 games. Holly Kinnard with 12 in 13. So Dave Cannon's side, serious attacking threat, but Northampton Town sit just one place below them in the Southern Prem. They both trail the likes of Reading and Barking Abbey, both sides recently defeated by Reading in the run-up to this game. The captain Helseddon there to change the ends for Northampton in their familiar maroon kit. Of course, the men's side sitting pretty in League One at the moment, while the women's team currently contest in the National League Midlands Division 1, the affiliate division as AFC Sudbury as well. AFC Sudbury, a club on the rise. Their men's team made it to 3 consecutive Vars finals in recent years, but while the women's side have had consecutive promotions into the Women's National League South East, and they will kick us off here. I'll bring in Chloe Mortimer and Hattie as well. Excited for this game, a chance for redemption following the previous time you met Northampton Town.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be a good challenge just to see what our girls are made of and try and get the win.
And it is Sudbury playing in yellow and blue from right to left, and Aliat Lambe winning possession back and then returned into midfield, and it will sit with the captain Ellie Cadleck. Well, we've had our first stoppage of the game. Over comes the referee, Abby Byrne, who will, of course, be refereeing the Women's FA Cup final later on in a few weeks' time. Her husband, George Byrne, on the sidelines as well, the EFL Championship referee. Our first break in play allows me to bring in Olivia and Ruby of Northampton Town. Really excited here. Of course, you couldn't play in the last game in the league against AFC Sudbury due to injuries, but you've got a significantly more able side this afternoon. But a lot of excitement in the commentary box from Olivia and Ruby. And it is an exciting occasion, this final.
Yeah, definitely. We beat them earlier in the league, so it'll be a good game. And we had the final against them last year too.
And who came out on top on that occasion?
Sudbury.
Well, I was waiting for one of the Sudbury girls to chime in there. Well, goalkeeper clearance has almost been charged down. What a chance this could be. Sliding tackle came in, and a foul as well. Ellie Barker wins the free kick. Well, out came Lilia Pryor rushing to defend the ball in behind in that sweeper-keeper role, but it's led to the first chance of the game. Olivia Ruby will have another look at it here. It's some great footwork from Ellie Barker to get away from the goalkeeper, and she drew the foul, and what an opportunity this is so early in the game. Mia Richards to strike this free kick onto Pryor's goal. Richards under the wall. Lilia Pryor, and that's the opening score of the game, just 2.5 minutes in. Elation from the commentary box here at Sixfields as the hosts go in front. Well, Ruby, Olivia, you highlighted just before that went in that Mia Richards is known for her free kicks, and she struck that one really well. Yeah,
she scored quite a few free kicks this season, so I had no doubt in her that she would score again.
Bounces at the right height for Lilia Pryor, but she couldn't get across quick enough, and AFC Sudbury are behind early on in this game. Right away, it's Richards who put it over the top. Keely Jackson chasing down Lambie, but she makes a good tackle there. Chloe, Hattie, Lambie looks like a serious defender in the centre of the park, and it'll be important for Sudbury today that she has a good game.
She is. She's an excellent defender. Definitely one of the most difficult I've ever played against. But yeah, she's very tough and an excellent player, and also plays for the women's first team. So yeah.
It's well controlled in the final third. There's some high pressure here from Northampton. It looks like Barker winning it back yet again. Cleared on this occasion to Ruby Seeley. Tackle comes in, and it's met with rapturous applause. Well, will be a throw in then for AFC Sudbury into the feet of number 10 Ruby Seeley. Lambie, Seeley again. High press from Northampton Town, and the whistle does go, and Mia Richards has won the free kick. Olivia and Ruby, it's a really fast start for Northampton. You must be pleased with how they've started the game.
Yeah, I'm very proud. I knew they'd start strong. I think we've got a really good lineup, and moving on forward, it's going to be really good.
Mia Richards to whip this one in, second free kick of the game. The first slipped under Lilia Pryor. It's an excellent delivery as well. Had to be dealt with by the captain, Ellie Cadleck. Lambie clears it into the feet of number 10, Ruby Seeley. Long ball in behind. Nelson in there to clear up at the back, and then some pressure on Smith. Cleared only as far as Jess Egan. And the AFC Sudbury player was a long way offside, so it's back to the hands of Leona Smith for Northampton Town. High into this overcast sky here in Northampton, and out for a throw. Well, guys, we're going to have to talk about the cup runs coming into this, and I'll start with Chloe. It's a pretty good run for AFC Sudbury. With,
definitely.
An 11-0 win against Portsmouth, followed up by consecutive victories by 7, 2 and 6 against Charlton, Peter and Billericay, only conceding 3 on the way and plenty of goals. That's a pretty excellent way to reach cup.
Yeah, definitely.
You feel as though, other than that Billericay game perhaps, you haven't particularly been challenged though on your way here.
No, we haven't really, but we really have been putting it in training, and we're definitely ready for today's final.
Well, the Billericay side that AFC Sudbury beat 2-1. Northampton, on the other hand, put 5 past Billericay in recent weeks, and we've even one-upped Sudbury on this occasion by only conceding 2 on your way to the final. That is a really good defensive record.
Yeah, it's definitely really good. The teams that we played didn't challenge us that much, apart from the northern teams, Middlesbrough and Everton.
Putting 7 past Cambridge as well on the way to this League Cup final, which they now lead through an early goal. Struck home by Mia Richards in emphatic fashion. It is a throw for the hosts. Long lofted throw headed away by AFC Sudbury, but some good field territory for Northampton Town. Well, speaking of AFC Sudbury's rapid rise in the women's game, Chloe, 2 consecutive promotions for the women's team. It's a promising time to be at the club.
Yeah, definitely. They've been doing outstanding.
And it was a lovely turn to begin with by Olivia Clennell, but then some great defending. Clear the lines, and Northampton Town escape on this occasion. Goal kick to come then from AFC Sudbury. Leah Pryor looks to that right-hand side. And how quickly are Northampton Town and Kitty Crouch to race on to possession. Well, Kitty Crouch, like her namesake, is pretty formidable physically up front for Northampton Town. That's a foul given away on this occasion by Jess Egan. Well, Hattie, I heard you say leave it as that foul went in. You're expecting a little bit more to come from Jess on that occasion.
Jess is incredibly passionate, and she tends to sometimes take it a little bit too far if she feels the decision's not correct. So, yeah. So,
it's Abby Byrne will have
she did the
control
right
of
thing
it.
and she walked away.
That's a really nicely weighted pass as well. And Kitty Crouch might be onto it, but it's just run out of play. Must be said that Mia Richards' deliveries in this game so far are looking really dangerous. That's such an asset to have in such a high-profile game such as this. That goal kick on this occasion has run all the way to Ruby Seeley. Looks to take them on the outside. Plenty back for Northampton. Good chop inside from Seeley. She does find a pass into Clennell. Clennell misses out on this occasion. Carried on by Gale. And it will be a throw for Northampton. Well, Ruby, that's some really impressive defending from Georgia Gale in these early stages.
Yeah, she's definitely one of the strongest players we've got defensively and going forward. Simple things really well.
That throw in, what a lovely touch that is from Seeley. And now Lambe up from defence and driving on. And it's fallen nicely here for Besant. Lambe through the first contact. Well, calls of handball, but they will not be met by the referee, Abby Byrne. And then some pretty robust defending from Ellie Cadleck, the captain. Well, it certainly is a passionate encounter to begin with here at Six Fields. The hosts lead by 1, and they've won themselves a throw as well. Up goes the flag of George Byrne. And good footwork. Well, there's the shout for handball. It's a shake of the heads from Olivia and Ruby. Off the chest. This time it will be AFC Sudbury in possession. So Chloe, we were talking before the game about Dave Cannon, and he's such a popular addition to the AFC Sudbury coaching staff.
He is. He's definitely a favourite. Yeah, he's an excellent coach. Gets along with everyone so well. Coaches both girls and boys teams. His techniques are just insane.
Real addition to the coaching setup, and it's his side on the attack. Olivia Clennell runs off field, and it will be the end to the attack. Northampton Town instead with possession. A bit of a lull finally in the first 10 minutes. It's been pretty frantic here. Sixfields in the National Football League Cup final. And two of the best teams in the National Football Youth League system. And that's a great ball through the centre, and the goalkeeper's come a long way. Sweeping from Lelia Pryor. And that's a lovely ball. And now Layla Chenell all the way through. In comes the tackle from Holly Kinnard. Technical stuff, and look at Kinnard on the break, taking on all comers. End-to-end stuff in the last few moments. Good control, another sliding tackle from Richards. And then chipped in behind. But Pryor will claim it comfortably. Well, Hattie, Lelia Pryor has been coming a long way out of her goals so far in the game. Is that a feature of her play throughout the season?
Definitely. We look to make first contact, and if she's quick enough to get there, she'll come out and get it. She's a confident keeper, and we certainly trust her in that area.
Certainly will be a physical game as well. The tackles flying in. Exactly what you like to see in a game like this, in a big cup final. Free kick to come then from Ruby Helseden. Well, headed on. But it's under Jess Egan's control, forced to put it out for a throw. Well, Ruby will say about this Northampton Town side, they really do like to press up the field, it seems, putting on a lot of pressure in these early stages, especially on that back line of AFC Sudbury.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we prepared for coming into these last few weeks, final preparations. Definitely something that we've wanted to include in our game today and put them under as much pressure as possible.
Well, headed on, but only into the hands of Lelia Pryor. Top scorers in the division, Sudbury, with 73 goals so far this season, so you'd expect them to get back into this game at some point. It's for how long can Northampton hold them out, but at the moment it looks like they are perhaps more likely to add another. It's finely balanced. Free kick in the centre of the park. That's a pretty high boot from Olivia Clennell. She's perhaps lucky to get away with nothing more than that. It's brave defending from Northampton Town as this one rolls back to the goalkeeper. Pryor again, he's been pretty busy so far in the opening 15 minutes of this game. Flicked on through the centre of the park. Real battle in there, won by Maddie Carter. Sliding in again as a player down, but the ball is through for Northampton, and it will roll again to Lelia Pryor. Sudbury look to play out from the back, the Suffolk side. That's a lovely ball out wide, but just miscontrolled by Alex Penny. And at the moment, Chloe, AFC Sudbury just struggling a little bit to work the ball down into Northampton's half.
Yeah, I think obviously nerves build up, especially away at Northampton Stadium, but we're definitely still in it, and I think we just need to settle. We'll settle, and we'll start playing the football that we know how to play.
Another free kick won by Ellie Barker. It's the first of a few that she's managed to wean out of this AFC Sudbury team. They'll have another free kick, which you imagine Mia Richards will look to put into a dangerous area. Got Barker and Jackson up there, along with Kitty Crouch. Towards Crouch, but it's cleared by the captain Cadleck. Not once, but twice. AFC Sudbury looking to put the pressure on, but lovely footwork from Helseden, but now she does miss out, and it's going to be Clennell who latches onto it. Clennell around one, searching for support.
Yes,
Back comes the captain. Heselden has made up for her earlier error, but really promising from her the way that she carries it out in defence. It'll be a throw for AFC Sudbury. Headed away, up goes Crouch. And all the way back come AFC Sudbury with their goalkeeper, Ilya Pryor. Pryor across to Egan, who does get it away under a bit of pressure. Now Kinnard on the turn, draws a throw. Out of Chanel. And it's still Northampton in front here. That's another beautiful flick from Seeley. And it's set Kinnard on her way. Kinnard one-on-one. Excellent save from Smith. And cleared out of play. Wow, I mean, Chloe Hattie, we've got to talk about some of these kicks and flicks from Ruby Seeley. That one set Kinnard in behind. It's some really special play from her.
I mean, her record speaks for itself. She's a superb player, and the two of them have played together for the last 3 years. They know how each other play, so that's very typical from Ruby Seeley, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more of it. But
Ruby, Olivia, some save from Iona Smith one-on-one.
I think during the season she's got a lot better in goal. She's saving everything at the moment, which is brilliant.
A really good stop. Could have been the equaliser for FC Sudbury. Certainly their best chance of the game so far. Expect Kinnard and their great record to have slotted it away, but denied by Smith. A midfield battle in this game, really interesting, and it's certainly a physical one. There's a shoulder in there from the captain, Ellie Cadleck, as well. And I must say, we had a game earlier on today. It did not have the physicality of this final. Chloe Hattie, has that been a feature of the season? Because there's some tackles flying in from both sides so far.
definitely, this is an incredibly competitive league, and at the end of the day, that's what you're going to expect to see at this level. And Sudbury are not at all shy for these kind of tackles, and will go for everything.
That free kick on this occasion just drifts out for a goal kick. Pryor will look to go short, it seems. There's a high line from Northampton. Cadleck. Kept in really well. AFC Sudbury are on the charge, intercepted in midfield. But yellow shirt swarm, and Cadleck puts in a great sliding tackle. And the throw will go Sudbury's way. The Northampton Town's high press might be causing some issues in the first 20 minutes here, but FC Sudbury at the moment riding that wave pretty comfortably. Free kick in those opening moments, the only thing that separates the side, as there'll be a free kick for AFC Sudbury on this occasion. The first time to really see a set piece from this Sudbury team. Hattie, it was a set piece that opened the scoring here. How have they fared for Sudbury this season? How useful has the set piece been as an attacking outlet?
They're incredible for us. We've got a hell of a lot of players that all chuck their head on everything. I mean, I'm sure we'll see it sooner on in this game, if not now.
In comes the cross from Penny. Lambie gets a touch on it, but it's cleared well. Newley. Lovely touch to get round the first defender. What a mazy run this is. In comes the tackle and the second clearance from Keely Jackson. But it's back with Sudbury on the edge of the area. There's the shot, blocked by their own player, but Lambie's up there to keep it alive. Just a miss kick there and hit towards goal, and shepherded wide by Iona Smith. That strike could have gone anywhere, really. Just caught a bit of air there from Keely Jackson. Tried her best to get a hold of it, and then the snapshot from Besant, seen off by Smith. The chances for both sides. FC Sudbury with the better in the last few moments. They do sit one place above Northampton Town in the league. They've got a good record, 11 wins, 2 draws and 5 losses across the season, compared to Northampton's 10 wins and 4 draws. No nonsense from Maddie Carter. Another throw-in for Sudbury. Only 2 minutes gone here, and Sudbury are just about clawing their way back into the game. They trail by an early free kick from Mia Richards. Kinnard takes them all on, gets to the byline and crosses it in. Out comes Smith confidently to reclaim possession once more for the Maroon of Northampton Town in their home stadium of Six Fields. Although you might be a little bit nervous to be up in the commentary box, Ruby, you can't deny how good the view is from here.
Yeah, it's good view. It's better than being down there, for sure.
Well, it will be a throw-in for Northampton. Chanel drying the ball. Did have a bit of rain earlier on today. Way down the line. Ricochets off a couple of heads. Goes AFC Sudbury's way. Well left by Jess Egan. There's hands all over both players there, but great control by Seeley. Looked like a real playmaker so far today. Penny. Lovely turn by Besant. A first-time ball over the top by Chloe Brame, but it will roll out for a goal kick. Well, Hattie, between Ruby Seeley, Holly Kinnard and Alex Penny, there's a lot going on in the attacking department for AFC Sudbury.
Yeah, I mean, all of them pose threats, very different threats, but I wouldn't want to be against any of them defensively.
Well contained at the moment by this Northampton Town defence, marshalled by their captain, Ruby Helseden in central of defence. A good touch by Cadleck. Brame finds a pass through. Besant. Good close control. And finds a good pass as well. Seeley driving to the byline, deflection, corner. And it's all happening out wide for AFC Sudbury at the moment. Here's another mazy dribble from Ruby Seeley. Good defending from the captain of Northampton Town once again. Over goes Holly Kinnard to take the corner. Well, AFC Sudbury are stacked up around the centre of the box. And they go short to Besant. Sends it back to Kinnard. What a move on the edge of the area. Scuffed shot. Who will it fall to there? Cleared comprehensively by Maddie Carter. Bit of trickery on the set play there, Chloe?
Yeah, we've got a few tricks up our sleeve that we've been working on. And yeah.
See how else they can manifest themselves in this game. Touch in the area, a dangerous one. Kinnard looking to latch upon it, but cleared only as far as Lambie. Lambie battling, but good work from Besant. Chipped on by the captain, but only as far as Crouch. Charged down by Besant on a second occasion. Plenel, first time shot. Once again won't challenge Iona Smith. Approaching half an hour gone in this game. Northampton Town still hold an early lead, but it seems as though things could easily go both ways. Ruby, what have Northampton Town got to do to hold on to this slender advantage?
I think the main thing is just working hard and doing the simple things that we've worked on and just staying together and celebrate the little things.
Well, a free kick has been won by Ruby Seeley. He's got a real box of tricks for this Northampton team to deal with. pull of the shirt by the skipper, Ruby Helsteden. Well, free kick in an even more dangerous position. There's plenty to pick out in the Northampton Town box. Nervous moments for Northampton. It's a great delivery. Players down in the box once again, but they'll get nothing out of Abby Byrne. And that's an excellent clearance. Really brave. And it's been deflected for a throw. Well, it does come off a AFC Sudbury player, so she does get some of the ball. I think that tackle was a bit more about getting the ball. There is a mental battle to be won out there as well today. And Northampton Town have the throw. Abby Byrne keen to get things back underway. Up goes Kinnard. It will roll out for another Northampton Town throw-in. And in the one game these two teams faced off against each other, of course, in the season, Northampton Town won by 5-4. So you would not expect a one-goal lead to be enough for the moment. Possession one back in midfield. Chloe Brame just chips it away. Besant is an absolute wrecking ball at the base of midfield, winning everything back. Besant in with another tackle, but this time it's a free kick. Hattie, we'll discuss the ability of Besant in midfield. She's a classic midfield destroyer, you'd say. Just turning over so much possession, but she's got really good footwork as well.
She does exactly what you want her to do. She gets the ball down and she plays. I mean, she plays for our women's first team, and that's kind of accolade enough to show how good she is.
That's an excellent ball in behind for Crouch to chase. Once again, the keepers come out. Crouch gets there first. And, well, Lilia Pryor managed to usher Crouch out of touch. She was in serious trouble if she couldn't, but nervous moments for AFC Sudbury as they have escaped for now. Lilia Pryor not dissuaded by that opening moment in the game where she was almost left stranded. Possession recycled Sudbury's way. Talk about this run from midfield. Ruby Seeley's off to the races once more. Slipped through, but just in front of the onrushing Clennell. It's only fallen as far as Kinnard, who shapes to shoot. Charge down, and it will safely return to the arms of Iona Smith. And Ruby Seeley once again charging through midfield. Olivia, how do you stop a player like that who seems to just keep the ball tied to her laces?
I think our defenders at the moment are doing a good job putting 100% in, and I think if we just keep doing that and finding players to drop back, then we'll be able to get the ball.
Good interplay from Crouch, another good ball through, but Lilia Pryor is so quick off her line. It was good as well because there's plenty of pace in the Northampton Town attack. Lee Barker the closest to it on that occasion, and pinball again on halfway. Flicked away by Mia Richards. The physicality from Besant wins the free kick as well. Well, the call from the sideline is to speed up the play from the AFC Sudbury bench. Lambie out wide once more. Newley has it on the return. Deflected, but only to Kinnard. Kinnard flicks it on. Back with Seeley powering through. Excellent defending by Keely Jackson. Well, Jackson's done really well there. The clearer lines, but just as quickly as that, AFC Sudbury get it back underway. Lambie with a powerful header. It will roll out for a goal kick. Iona Smith to take. And real elation from the two benches as well. Well, Chloe, it's not Dave Cannon on his feet. Talk us through the assistant coaching staff. They seem pretty invested.
The one that, yeah, no, that is David Cannon.
That's all right, good. Well, it is Dave
Yeah.
Cannon there. So it's Dave on his feet for the whole game. He's been up there.
Yeah, he's very passionate about the team. So, yeah, he is up on his feet and talking them through what they need to.
Well, Georgia Gale latches onto it. And that's an excellent pass, but it's just beyond Jackson. You called it before I did, Ruby. It was a really excellent pass, and it feels like Northampton need to get a little bit more into the game in those wide areas where they've clearly got so much quality.
Yeah, definitely our strengths are out wide with a lot of pace and a lot of strength. And if we use them how we're good at, then I'm sure we'll be fine.
Jackson wins it back and does find Richards, and well, danger for AFC Sudbury. The alarm bells are ringing because Mia Richards has another opportunity to swing one in from this right-hand side. Here's the foul here from Chloe Brame. Richards does get it away. But here is the opportunity for Mia Richards. He's already scored one today from a free kick. Well, this time they go for goal. Just trying to catch out Lydia Pryor. Or didn't get enough curve on the cross. Either way, you prefer to look at it. It's a let off for AFC Sudbury. Richards quickly back in possession. Referee waves play on this time. It's a lovely run from Kinnard. He does keep a hold of it as well. Besant out wide. Back comes Crouch. And Northampton Town have it back with their centre halves. Lovely little shot from Ruby Helston. Beautiful dribbling. Across comes Seeley to turn it over, and Seeley does win it back excellently well. Kinnard. Crouch lays it off and looks for the return, but it's well beyond any Northampton Town player. Well, the call from Josh Oldfield is for Northampton Town to press, and that is what they've done, crowding that midfield. Besant comes short to collect. Another player goes to ground. Abby Byrne waving play on, and that's an excellent ball in behind. But Smith comes out really quickly off her line. The tackles are still flying in throughout the field on this game. It's a strong header. It has left a player on the deck for now. Thankfully, Newley back to her feet. Brame. Amazing dribbling from these AFC Sudbury wide players. Besant does well to get it away. Jackson hunting down Egan. An excellent sliding tackle, but it might still fall for AFC Sudbury. Besant wins possession back, no foul. It's a great ball forward. Really lovely control. Now Kinnard takes them on to the byline. Tackle comes in, it's perfectly timed from Chanel. Well, that is some seriously special defending from Chanel, sliding in the box. Ruby, it had to be perfect timing, and it was.
Yeah, definitely. If it wasn't, then could have been a penalty.
But still a corner for Northampton Town to deal with. And look at them lined up on the goal line. Really interesting. Crowding the defence, and that is an interesting tactic. Ruby, have you ever seen anything like this?
No.
Well, we'll see if it bears some fruit, but it's a really interesting formation.
Oh,
Chloe, have you seen this setup before in training?
Yeah, we have been working on it.
Well, we'll see what happens here. It's going to be... And now there's the movement from AFC Sudbury. Oh, and it's punched away by the goalkeeper. Falls to Besant, who flicks it on, searching for Seeley, but it's a great clearance. Jackson battling for it and wins the free kick. The danger averted for now. This cup final's had everything so far. Tackles flying in left and right. Some ingenuity at the set piece. It needs a few more goals, and I expect they'll be coming in a game as tight as this one. The captain setting his back with it. Left to the goalkeeper, Iona Smith. And they go long. And it takes a touch off AFC Sudbury, so it will be a throw for Northampton Town. Ruby, your namesake at centre-half, the captain, Ruby Helsedon, she's had a really good game, but she is the best skill she's shown so far is her ability to bring it out from defence with that footwork.
Yeah, it's definitely one of her best strengths. She does it week in, week out, and is proven to have a lot of worth to our team.
It might be kept in here, and it is. And Crouch is in the middle, headed away by the captain for AFC Sudbury. Jackson with a lovely flick. Jackson's away from two, diving in before it is hacked away by Ruby Seeley. Besant wins it back in midfield. Lovely touch to find Seeley. And look at the break. It's 4-on-3 here. In behind is Kinnard. Back comes Chanel, but it's crossed into the centre. But the whistle goes, the flag is up, offside is the call. And that was a dangerous counter-attack from AFC Sudbury, but Nicolita Bria's flag is up. Of course, was the leading official in the game earlier today. She'll also be a part of the Women's FA Cup final. And the dust will settle. It's back with Smith, who once again looks to go long and challenge this Sudbury back line. Swept up by Cadleck. Lambie makes the run. Foul on halfway for Northampton Town. As we approach half-time here, it's a nervous occasion for all four of them here in the commentary box. This game could certainly still go both ways. So at half-time, free kick from a long way out. Oh, Crouch got a touch on it, but couldn't keep it under control. Northampton Town battling for possession. Gale in behind, but there was just no one aware to make the run. So it will fall to Pryor. Both goalkeepers with plenty of time with the ball at their feet, charged down by Crouch. Kitty Crouch, 11 goals in 16 games. Second top scorer in this Northampton Town side. They've racked up 50 goals this season, the fourth highest scoring side in the league. Matches their position in the table. Played out wide. Good first touch, and then the tackle comes in from Richards. 4 minutes to go here. Just over with added time in this first half. Besant unleashes a long ball. Excellent touch. Besant back with it, the quarterback in this AFC Sudbury team. Great control by Seeley. He's around one. You could watch Ruby Seeley dribble with the ball at her feet all day. Egan slips it in behind to Seeley. It's deflected off a Northampton player, but Seeley will keep the play alive. Kept in excellently well by Chanel, and wins the free kick as well. That's really impressive defending again from Layla Chanel. For all that we can say about Ruby Seeley and her impressive dribbling, she's being well marshalled by Layla Chanel at the moment. Lambie Flicked on by Kinnard, who keeps a hold of it. But once again, Chanel is there. Kinnard rides a few tackles. Besant intercepted, and now the break might be on. Away come Northampton. There's the covering tackle from Alex Penny, but it is not a popular tackle in this Sixfield Stadium as the West Stand erupts, and it's a yellow card for Alex Penny. But in all fairness, Chloe, a tackle that needed to be made because Northampton Town were on their way there.
Yeah, definitely.
Haven't seen too much of Cassidy Flynn yet so far today. Richards goes short on this occasion. Richards, little one-touch ball around the corner to Gale, but it's cut out and cleared. Well, into the East Stand where construction work is underway, so anything fired into the East Stand must be collected by the staff on site and not the players, as we found out in yesterday's final where Wycombe Wanderers took down Swindon Town by 3 unanswered goals. Here today, as the sun threatens to break through in the later evening, it's Northampton Town who lead AFC Sudbury by the 1 goal. Crouch once again charging down a clearance. How many times has she been a nuisance to this AFC Sudbury backline? And that's a great ball. Bit of green grass. Chanel to run into here. Cross comes Kinnard to fulfill her defensive duties. Not long to go until the break. Can Northampton Town take a second goal into their half-time team talk? That would certainly lighten the mood. A throw to come in here from Chanel, headed on by Richards. Cadleck, not for the first time, sweeping up for AFC Sudbury. That's a great touch by Clennell, and Clennell is away.
Yes, Mads.
Well marshalled by Carter. He's got her head on the swivel and putting the ball in behind. Tackle comes in from Cadleck, cleared away. Besant takes control. Cadleck. Touch doesn't go to plan, it's with Kinnard. Clennell in behind. Tackle comes in from Carter. And the referee waves play on, but well, it was great work from Carter to get back Ruby, but she didn't exactly get all of the ball. Ruby Oxley convinced it was a great tackle and will stand by her team. Here's Seeley again. Seeley just cannot get away from Chanel. Once again, Chanel puts in another tackle. She's having some game, the Northampton Town right back, Ruby.
Yeah, definitely. She uses her strength despite her size. It's definitely her best aspect to her game. And playing against someone like Ruby Seeley, who's strong and physical, she's doing a brilliant job.
Kinnard to whip this one in. Slightly more routine from AFC Sudbury. It's a great delivery into a dangerous area. Pinball in the box. No nonsense defending from Northampton Town will bring an end to a first half that has been on a knife edge, was it not for the early free kick from Mia Richards, which separates the side. There is still a big 45 minutes to come for both these sides. It is all to play for. Ruby, what kind of message do you think Josh Oldfield will be offloading in this half-time interval?
He will definitely be proud of what we've done in the first half. The message will probably be keep doing what we're doing because it's working, and keep the high press because they can't deal with it.
And Hattie, AFC Sudbury, a goal behind, but they've created a lot in this first half. What do they need to do differently in the second to make that breakthrough?
We need to just keep taking our chances. We're playing really well and attacking. We've really got into the game, especially the half's gone on. Ceiley's getting into amazing positions, as is Alex, Liv, Holly, all of them. So keep doing what we're doing and chances will come.
Well, we'll have another look at the goal before we leave you for the half-time interval. 2.5 minutes gone, as you can see. Struck wide of the wall. Just caught out Lelia Pryor, who after this had a really excellent half, sweeping across the field. But it was the foul that she did that gave the free kick away. It's well placed into the bottom corner. Well, that's the goal that separates the side in this National Football League Cup final. We'll be back very shortly for the second half, live here from Sixfield Stadiums, where the hosts Northampton are 1 goal up against AFC Sudbury of Suffolk. Yeah, guys, do a really good job. Well, we're live then for the second half here of the National Football League Cup final, where Northampton Town currently hold a one-goal lead over AFC Sudbury, who hold one position above them in the league in the Southern Premiership here. 45 minutes until Northampton Town will be National Football League Cup champions. Ruby Oxley and Olivia Aston alongside me. Olivia, what does an occasion like this mean to you and the team?
I think that from taking a loss last year in the same position that we are now, I think it'll be brilliant to win, not only win, but especially win in our house. And I know how much it means to the girls. They're putting it all in, and I'm really proud of them.
Of course, Chloe and Hattie alongside us as well from AFC Sudbury. You're the highest scorers in the league. Hattie, you've got to think that it's always possible for you to get yourselves back into this game.
Absolutely. I mean, I've seen this team come down from 3-0 down and win the game, so no doubts in this one at all.
Well, it's a quick start as well. It's just fired into their own player there. Jackson's worn one from one of her own on this occasion, but Northampton Town in possession, trying to pick out Crouch, the number 16 for Northampton. And it's off for a Sudbury throw, and I'm hoping that we see the same level of passion and physicality that we did in the first half. Ashton Newley to throw, cleared away by the skipper Cassidy Helsden. Cleared away once again by Helsden. Good touch in the centre of midfield on the turn from Kinnard. Brame tried to get the ball through, but it was hacked away by Northampton Town. Brame has it again. This time does get the ball away under a little bit of pressure. It'll drop for Ruby Seeley, who looked most threatening in this AFC Sudbury team. And it's a ball through to Seeley once again. Across comes Carter, but Seeley will win the race. First time cross on the byline. Corner. Well, it's the first corner of the second half. It was a set piece that led to the opener for Northampton Town. Mia Richards' free kick curled across the ground and round the wall. Delivery to come in on the left-hand side of AFC Sudbury in there. Blue and yellow playing from left to right. And once again, they crowd the goal line before exiting into the 6-yard area. Well, it's punched away by the goalkeeper, but it's still in the danger zone. Deflected off of Besant. It's still pinball in the area, and eventually it will be seen off by Mia Richards. But Olivia, a nervous moment that for Northampton Town. From these set pieces, AFC Sudbury looking dangerous. What have Northampton Town got to do to clear their lines a little bit cleaner going forward?
I think instead of being scrappy, just getting contact with the ball and getting it gone, that will probably help us in them situations.
Well, there's a ripple of applause because AFC Sudbury were close to charging down Iona Smith. We'll have another look at it here. Helsden almost put a goalkeeper in a bit of trouble, but it was well cleared. Throw in to come from Newley. Denied at the edge of the area. Newley will have another. Once again, headed away. Cleared by Carter. Ashton Newley still there. Trying her hardest to force a corner, but it'll be a goal kick. Up goes the flag of George Byrne, the EFL Championship referee. He's supporting Abby Byrne, of course, will be refereeing the Women's FA Cup final this season. Not too often that two partners are able to referee a game together. The long clearance, Lambie gets ahead to it, and then goes to ground, and Egan is skipped past. It's a lovely ball forward. Crouch gets the touch. Handball is the call, unfortunately. And Northampton Town might be ahead, Olivia, but you haven't really been able to get your full players in the game so far. That's something else that really needs to change. What can they do differently in the build-up play to try and get the strikers involved? We'll move on for now, actually, because it's a attack down the right-hand side. Wonderful tackle comes in from Cassidy Flynn. And it will be a corner once again. Chloe, at one point, AFC Sudbury are going to have to take one of these opportunities from a set piece. They've got a number of different set piece routines. One of them's got to go in soon.
Yeah, we have been working really hard on them in training, and we did have some success, so hopefully the girls can get some
chances here, like Kinnard running down the right-hand side and forcing another corner. Amelia Chanel. And Ruby Chanel did have an excellent first half.
Yeah, she did. It's one of her strengths, playing against taller people. She's seen as an underdog, but she does really well against them every time.
Kinnear with the ball in, deflected off the goalkeeper, headed towards goal. Inches away there. Well, it wasn't the cleanest of connections from Smith, and Ruby Seeley got her head to it, but it just fell on the wrong side of the post for AFC Sudbury. Seeley is down, quickly back to her feet, and there's a touch of cramp at the other end for AFC Sudbury as well. We'll have a short break in play. Abby Byrne assesses the wellness of Ruby Seeley. I think Olivia Aston's called that one right, just a nosebleed from the header. So hopefully she'll be back in play. But Hattie, what kind of options have we got on the bench for AFC Sudbury?
I mean, our bench is just as strong as our lineup. You look at Yasmin Drake, who last season was our top goal scorer. This season is doing just as well. She brings a very different threat. You've got Maisie Goodwin in the middle, Emily Chandler, Millie Bagger all in the middle, and all superb players to bring on.
Yasmin Drake, 12 goals in 10 games this season. Pretty remarkable record. We'll get things back underway. And it's hit in behind into no man's land. Egan heads it on and the goalkeeper will clear it. Pryor with a good clearance. That's a great touch from Kinnard.
Yes.
And here's Newley. Gets the ball away. There's the ball in behind. Lovely weighted. And Penny gets to the byline but is dispossessed. Well, there's a few players down as well. Northampton Town. Mia Richards on the deck. Penny has stayed down for AFC Sudbury. Hopefully Ruby Seeley will be back on the field soon as well. That will bring another break in play. Well, Ruby, we'll talk a little bit more about the season as this goal kick happens. Currently behind Reading in the league and behind AFC Sudbury as well, but it's been a pretty impressive campaign for the Northampton Town team to sit in 4th place.
Yeah, we brought a lot of new players in and they've proven that they can play at this level, and we've challenged, although we haven't got the results that we needed to win the league, we're definitely challenged and doing really well.
Well, kept in field just about by Northampton Town. Crunching tackle from Cadleck. Crouch comes away with it. Lovely little touch to get away from a few defenders, and across comes Cadleck to make another important defensive intervention. Hattie, it's been fair to say that Cadleck's been everywhere for AFC Sudbury at the back so far. Really impressive to lead it from the front.
She always is. I mean, she's the youngest NFYL player we've got out there, and you couldn't tell. I mean, she's everywhere. She does everything you need her to. She's a perfect captain.
A couple of more Northampton Town supporters have arrived here in the West Stand.
Come on, Yazzie.
And it is their throw-in to come as well. Well, a change in the offing for AFC Sudbury. Yasmin Drake is introduced. 12 goals in 10 games. Yasmin Drake. Cannon yelling the instructions as changes are made. It's cleared comprehensively by AFC Sudbury. Ruby, a good level of support from the men's academy here for the women's side.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge advantage to be at home. We can bring a lot of people with us to support and get behind our girls on the pitch today.
Good news for AFC Sudbury. Ruby Seeley looks poised to re-enter the fray. That's an excellent first touch from Yasmin Drake. Egan heads it on, but Jackson might be the quickest there. Cadleg gets the cross, battling with Jackson, who slides in and wins it back brilliantly and flicks it on. Great work from Keely Jackson. Charged down. Just to confirm to you that Seeley is still on the field, just wearing the 18 shirt, had to change it. Just a bit of blood. Crouch now for Northampton, looking to put a weighted ball in behind. Cadlet cuts it out. Besan. A bit of green space for AFC Sudbury, but just a slip, unfortunately, there. Well, the number 9, Olivia Clennell, has left the field to be replaced by Yasmin Drake with that great scoring record, more of 1 goal per game. Can you believe it? As it looks like Layla Russet is also poised to come on. Well, it's Layla Russell has been told to sit down again because Newley's back to her feet. Victim of my own handwriting there. So Russell will be introduced shortly enough, you imagine, as this final rages on. Lynn, down the line. Crouch gets a foot in, but here's Drake. Yasmin Drake looking to unleash Kinnard, and Kinnard has got the pace. Kinnard to the byline. Cutting back inside of Jackson, there's the tackle from Layla Chanel. Long range from Egan, off the post! Egan with that floated effort, it just strikes the upright. AFC Sudbury, inches away from going level. What a strike that is, Hattie.
Every day in training, and she gets a chance again. I'm sure she'll do the same again.
Excellent flick from Penny, but it just won't fall for Drake. Good ball forward from Lambe as well. But Smith just calming everybody down. It's been a nervy few moments for Northampton Town. She clears her lines effectively there. But shock horror, Leonie Bezak getting another toe in to disrupt. It might fall for Drake. Battling away, Yasmin Drake has good control of the ball. Carter puts her foot in, and that is a foul. And an unpopular one to boot. But certainly a foul. Cadlack up to take the free kick. This is some really clever footwork from Yasmin Drake. Cadlet down the right-hand side. That's a great ball into the feet of Drake, who controls it well, looking to free Kinnard, but Drake sliding in again. Well, it's a free kick for Northampton Town. Abby Byrne having none of that from Yasmin Drake, who was just clinging onto it on the floor. Up comes Iona Smith to take the free kick. Crouch is completely alone down this left-hand side. Instead, they look to pick out Richards, but Besan's there again. It's a great ball into the centre of midfield. Wide to Penny. Penny looking to take on Flynn, but Flynn just muscles her out of play. There will be a throw-in for AFC Sudbury. But both fullbacks, Lynn and Chanel Ruby, really do have control of these wide players for Sudbury.
Yeah, they do. They're doing really well. And let's hopefully they keep going.
Cadleck with the throw. AFC Sudbury knocking on the door. Ashton Newley assessing her options. All the way through to Drake. Good touch. Went down too easily there. And cleared away. Ellie Byrne was not interested in that. Sliding in. Goes Barker and then Crouch. Well, Crouch might get a bit of a talking to here. It is a yellow card. She was disrupting the flow of the game. Cadleck was trying to get a hold of the ball. There's a yellow card for Kitty Crouch. Crouch battling away once more. One touch play from AFC Sudbury. Jackson looking to charge them down. And that header's fallen straight for Jackson, who skips around Besant, and then Northampton Town just left one in on their AFC Sudbury counterpart. Ruby Keeley-Jackson not too pleased with that turn of events.
No, she's not. She's very passionate, and when things don't go away, she shows it.
Seeley wins a corner for AFC Sudbury. Things are really lighting up here in this National Football Youth League Cup final between AFC Sudbury and Northampton Town. In comes the corner. Punched away by the goalkeeper, but only as far as Egan. Egan doesn't really get a hold of it there. But every now and then, AFC Sudbury have an opportunity, and each time they seem to get closer and closer. If Egan gets a clean strike on this ball, instead he just tries to play the pass into the feet of Chloe Brame. But promising signs, Chloe, that AFC Sudbury might soon get back into the game.
Yeah, definitely. Starting the second half, they've definitely switched on, and they definitely want this possibly even more than the other team looks to be at the moment.
Seeley with a great run. Battling this time with the captain, Helsden. And that's a great ball inside. Penny! Well, across comes Carter, and she stops the corner as well, and that is excellent defending. Well, Ruby, things look to really open up there for Ruby Seeley, but Northampton got back and defended in numbers.
Yeah, our defence is really on it today, and it's important that they keep on it if we want to get a result today.
Unfortunately, Iona Smith has pulled up with a little bit of cramp, so we'll have a break in play. But it's been a fascinating final so far. Hattie, would you dare to call how the next half an hour is going to go?
I won't jinx anything, but at the minute Sudbury are on the up, and I know as well as Chloe does how capable these girls are, so I wouldn't put it past us to score a few goals.
Well, Olivia, I'm going to put you in that same boat. What are you predicting in the next 30 minutes here as the game unfurls?
I think from this talk that Josh is having with them now, they're going to bring it back. We might see a bit more attacking. I think we're meant to be one, and we've kind of been losing that a bit, so hopefully from here we'll be playing as a team.
We'll see if Josh Oldfield's message will get across to his Northampton Town players. Well, unfortunately, Iona Smith is still down. If that stays the way it is, what do Northampton Town have in the way of replacement goalkeepers?
No one.
Well, that's possibly the answer I was expecting, Ruby, as you both looked worryingly down onto the bench. And she will be back because Abby Byrne is calling the players back onto the field, which you'd hope is promising, as it means the game might soon be back underway. Josh Oldfield has imparted his wisdom. See what kind of impact that can have. There was a lot of passionate talk in that team talk as you picked out, Olivia. What kind of messages do you think the players will be giving to each other?
I think just being aggressive, getting on the ball, and start and settle like we were the first half.
And let's hope that Northampton Town, if you're a supporter in maroon today, can do just that. AFC Sudbury, on the other hand, for the last 20 minutes or so, have been applying the pressure. Passionate support from the West Stand here at Sixfield Stadium. Headed away, but a good touch to keep it in AFC Sudbury possession. Clever little ball inside, and look at the touch from Penny. Swinging it in, searching for Drake. Iona Smith back to her feet and back making saves for Northampton Town. Well, it was almost the perfect ball there at head height for the substitute Yasmin Drake, searching for her 13th goal of the season. It's a great touch from Crouch to keep it under her control, and unfortunately just rolls it off the field. Newley, great touch by Seeley. Who goes down, will get nothing out of Abby Byrne. Flicked on by Barker. Cadlock hands it off instead to Newley on throw-in duty so far. How about that for a turn? Wonderful running from Kinnard, taking on all comers. Kinnard ushered wide by the captain, Helsden. And Kinnard denied any further progress. Throw in for Northampton Town, who still lead by that one early goal from Mia Richards. That's the only difference between the sides. 5-4 things ended in Northampton Town's favour earlier on in the season before a plethora of injuries denied their second meeting, a walkover win for AFC Sudbury. But that's a great ball through to Jackson. Egan's there to cover. Jackson gets a foot in and slides in again. Up, back to her feet. Keely Jackson, and across comes Cadleck, and that is a foul. And it might be a yellow card as well. We'll have another look at that tackle, and it was pretty robust. Well, she does go straight across Keely Jackson. Cadleck is not particularly impressed by that decision, but she did get an awful lot of Keely Jackson as well as the ball. Free kick swung in from out wide. Headed away, and Drake wins it back. And it's back with Drake, just got away from her, but here's Besant. Driving on is Besant. Penny to her right, picks her out well. Penny cuts back inside, turning inside and out and whipping it across the face towards the back post, but it's just beyond Holly Kinnard. But Chloe, Alex Penny is looking like a really creative outlet in this second half. She's really got herself into the game.
She is. She's an excellent winger.
And Josh Oldfield turned to the crowd and asked for a little bit more support, and he's certainly getting it from the players in the West Stand. Goal kick from Smith. In fine form in this second half, low and flat and through midfield, and picked off, and then hit from range. Smith read it well and was willing to leave it from a long way out, but from this angle didn't look quite as safe. But Besant taking her on, drifting wide of the right-hand post. We're back where we started. Short, That's the captain, Helsden. It's a great touch. And eventually, though, it deflects off of Crouch and there'll be a throw-in for AFC Sudbury. The clock is against them with 20 minutes to go. Good turn from Seeley, and it might fall for Besant, who goes wide once again. Lovely turn by Kinnard, but across came Keely Jackson, who, despite playing as a forward today, has done as much defensively as anyone else in this Northampton Town team. In comes the long throw, and it is into the area, hacked away by the goal scorer, Mia Richards. Egan across the face of goal, touched on by the substitute Drake. Lovely cross into the area, headed away, dealt with, back into the area, off the crossbar! What a finish! You couldn't hit it any sweeter from there. And AFC Sudbury have equalised. What a game Besant is having. She already tried one from that range, and as it fell to her on the edge of the area, she struck it with the perfect weight to crash in off the crossbar. It's a great head away from Carter, and on the volley. How about that for a finish? Grazing the crossbar on the way through. Chloe Mortimer, that is some strike from Leona Besant.
That was unbelievable.
Well, Iona Smith has had an excellent game. There is nothing she could have done about that. And it's disappointing, Ruby, but if you're going to concede, it might as well be a screamer from outside the area on the half volley.
Yeah, it's a good goal to be fair, but we need to keep our heads up, keep ourselves in the game. This game can easily go both ways, depending on who wants it more.
What a strike that is. The captain gets a foot in there. Helsden. We've already seen Besant try her luck once and twice before, and Hattie, she's had an excellent game, and to add that kind of goal to her performance, it's been really impressive so far.
Bez is arguably the most consistent player we've got, and she'll do that for fun.
Well, we're all level now. AFC Sudbury have come from behind to equalise against the host, Northampton Town. And that's a great touch from Seeley. Lovely chop on the inside. Goes again, Seeley. Taking them all on. Seeley to the 6-yard box. There came a shove, but not enough to interest the referee. Abby Byrne convinced that Seeley went down a bit too easy here. We'll have another look. Well, there's certainly contact from Addie Carter, but not nearly enough for a penalty, Ruby.
No, definitely not. The ref made the right choice.
Substitutes in the offing.
Come on,
Looks like Layla Russell will be entering the fray. Hattie, what kind of difference will Layla Russell make coming onto the field?
Layla's naturally a winger, so as amazing as she is defensively, she'll bring a lot going forwards, which at the minute at this scoreline is exactly what we need.
Ashton Newley's day is done in this cup final. Good performance from her so far, but into the fray, into the frying pan that is the Sixfield Stadium comes Layla Russell. We'll restart with a goal kick to be taken by Smith, who was beaten from long range by only Besant. Just grazed the crossbar on the way through.
Yes, Yazzie.
Drake gets the header. There's a foot in there from Elliot Lambert, and the free kick is given. Well, Seeley's got to be careful. And, well, she received her yellow card there. And for dissent, it will be a sin bin instead. And you must say, Hattie, that that's a fair enough decision given her perceived reaction into what was realistically a foul.
It's understandable, but it's also understandable from Ruby. She's passionate and she wants to win, so as upsetting as it is for Sudbury, it makes complete sense for her.
Well, Sudbury are a player down for the moment, and that's also going to be a foul. Aliette Lambie got across, and that made a physical intervention. She led with the shoulder, so free kick is the call. Have another look at it here. Well, she really does get across and leave one on Northampton Town player, so a threatening position for a free kick. Richards to whip it in. What a chance this is for Northampton Town to get back in front moments after conceding. Lots of movement in the box. Lambie gets it away. Richards. Great tackle by Yasmin Drake, and now the break is on perhaps. What a run this is. Carter makes a crucial intervention. Well, Holly Kinnaird was almost away. Egan back to the goalkeeper, and everyone can take a breath. Well, this cup final has really erupted into something quite special here at Six Fields. Long ball, cut out by Flynn. Looking for Flynn on the turn, but battling through is Chloe Brain. Penny. Dispossessed by the captain, Helsden, but Penny has it back. Rides the tackle well. In search of options. And there's the throw. It will go in favour of Northampton Town, and although things are level, things are certainly hotting up here. The temperature rising in these closing stages. 15 minutes to go. And Cadillac, no nonsense, back to Smith. Smith clears it down range in search of Jackson. Egan there as well, and every contact receives a yell from either supporting teams, but Eddie Byrne has got a hold of things here. Jackson gets the ball. There's a little fake from Cadlett. Great dribbling. It's just over the top of Penny. He's battling with Carter. And the whistle goes. It's a referee decision against Northampton Town, so of course it will be accompanied by a rupture of cheering. But the referee just checking on the wellness of Keely Jackson. Well, Ruby, what a final we have. This is seriously getting exciting in these closing moments. Oh, what a ball to pick out Drake! And Drake's in the area. Drake with a strike. It's through the legs. And that's the second goal for AFC Sudbury. What a ball into the middle by Besant. Controlled by Yasmin Drake, who got the strike away. Just caught out Iona Smith. And that will put Sudbury ahead. But Chloe, or Hattie, whoever available, let's talk about this pass from Besant. Fired into the area, and then it was through a crowd of bodies. But a great ball by Besant, who's left her mark on the game again.
It was absolutely insane. They know how each other play, and just the skill and technique is insane.
A wonderful touch by Drake, and it's through two Northampton players, partially blocking the view of Smith, who's so unfortunate there, given the really impressive game she's having. But all of a sudden, Ruby, Northampton Town are behind, and they've got some work to get back in this game. What do they need to do to re-establish their advantage?
They need to pick their heads up. I can see a few of them are dropped, but we've got the crowd behind us, and we've got players that can easily come back from this.
A good touch from Richards in midfield. Down the line, just missed by Barker. Drake, the goal scorer.
Go on, Maisie.
Onto the field is Maisie Goodwin. Goodwin made a great run, but wonderful defending again. And Layla Chanel. Well, there's still plenty of time for Northampton to get back into the game, but they are behind with 10 minutes of regular time on the clock. Drake with some great control. That's her 13th goal in this, her 11th game of the season.
Go on, Chloe.
Brame looking to harass the Northampton Town defence. And it has been stolen. And it's who else but Besant. This time it's an excellent clearance by the captain, Helderden, and then deflected off Besant, so it is a Northampton Town throw. Well, Northampton Town have been in front for so much of this game. In the last 10 minutes they've let the lead slip, but still plenty of quality out there for them to turn it around. Yasmin Drake making such a difference off the bench. Ernie Besant continuing to dominate that midfield, and it was her goal that opened the scoring for Rugby, and then for AFC Sudbury, and then a wonderful pass, great control by Yasmin Drake that led to the second, and that's good work from Richards. But Richards went through Chloe Brame, unfortunately there, and we'll have another look at the foul here. Always from the right angle, the other reverse to what we can see. And see how it looked like a foul, but a couple of players down for AFC Sudbury. And Olivia, a chance for everyone to breathe, to reflect on what's been a breathless last 10 minutes. There was two pretty impressive goals by AFC Sudbury, but Northampton Town are certainly not out of it yet.
Absolutely not. They're going to keep fighting, and I know how much this means to them. They won't give up.
Well, we spoke earlier when Josh Oldfield was giving a similar team talk, but now it's all changed. Suddenly they're 2-1 down. How will his message have changed to the players?
I think instead of being keep your heads up, keep going, he'll focus more on how the game's looking, how we can pick it up, and how we can take the lead again.
Well, there's still plenty of time left. 10 minutes to go for Northampton Town, the hosts here at Sixfields, to get back into this National Football Youth League Cup final. They were ahead by AFC Sudbury. A beautiful strike by Besant. Got them level before a defence-splitting pass freed up Yasmin Drake to slot home through a crowd of Northampton players. Well, Chloe, we talked about Yasmin Drake before the game. She's made some serious impact on this fixture.
Yeah, she definitely has. She does with a lot of games. She's an incredible striker.
And that is an excellent take by Smith under a lot of pressure. The ball in from Kinnard. It's back with Egan, who will take the throw. This is great pace and skill from Kinnard to take it to the line. Dealt with by Smith. We had Drake all over her on that occasion. Lambie looks to go back to the goalkeeper. He clears it excellently well to Brame, but it's through all the way to the captain, Cassidy Helderden. Smith returns fire. Great movement by Jackson to get on the outside. Jess Egan on the cover. Besant with the chest and volley pass. That is something special, but Brame can't get it under her spell. Flynn intercepted by Lambie. Cross comes Carter to head it back into Northampton territory, and safety for the moment. Well, Ruby, this Northampton Town team really do need to up the intensity in attack as they now trail.
Yeah, it's definitely something that they need to do in order to win. I know there's a lot of tired legs out there, so it'll be a big challenge for them, but I have full belief in them.
Going to come. Under 6 minutes to go here in regular time. 2 goals in this second half will have gone the way of the AFC Sudbury. They're now in front in this cup final. Northampton looking to right the wrongs of last season, where Sudbury were again the victors in this game. Great control by Kinnard to take on Chanel. Lovely work, but Chanel gets a foot in and makes a great tackle. Besant. Deflection on the way through. That will be a throw. Jess Egan is in no rush to take it. Time running short for Northampton Town. And a couple of changes to be made for AFC Sudbury. Well, a whole host of changes. Talk us through that change, if you can, Hattie. Oh, it's actually Seeley re-entering the field. My apologies. No, thank you, Hattie. It's getting a bit wild out here in this cup final. Of course, the sin bin for dissent just moments earlier. But it didn't seem to affect AFC Sudbury's performance, which is a surprise given how influential Ruby Seeley can be. Goal kick, Smith. Cut out by Brain. Touch off a Northampton Town player. Cassidy Fling got the last. Up goes the header. Richards has come off worse for wear there. Northampton Town play on, the ball put in behind for Barker to chase. Out comes the goalkeeper. Deals with it confidently. Good touch from Gale. Gale has it back for Northampton.
Yes, Holly.
Well, Holly Kinnard gets a foot in and is now on the charge, and it's cleared. It will be Northampton Town possession. Richards back to her feet. Good news for Northampton Town. A few changes in the offing, perhaps, for both sides. Millie Baggett and Emily Chandler about to be introduced by AFC Sudbury. Just waiting for those changes to be allowed as Holly Kinnard gets back to her feet. Well, there'll be a couple of changes as well. Sophie Tennant wearing 9. And Phoebe Preston in number 10 coming onto the field. Ruby, talk us through those two changes. On comes Tennant and Preston. What kind of difference will they make?
Phoebe's very strong and aggressive. She'll put her body on the line, which is something we need if we want to stop them from scoring and make the game completely over. And Sophia, she's really good with the ball. She'll create something forward for us, which is definitely something that we need, being 2-1 down with 2 minutes to go.
Chandler and Baggett also on for AFC Sudbury, who currently lead by 1 goal with just 2 minutes of regular time remaining. Egan with the throw for Sudbury. Good touch from Seeley. Well, Barker and Crouch have both left the field. Their final is over. This one certainly isn't. That's a lovely turn, but no foul. Rupture of applause as the AFC Sudbury players return to the bench. Smith goes long, has to go long. Header one, here's Drake. Carter makes a big tackle. And that's a big header by the captain, Ruby Helston. But it has broken for Sudbury. It almost did until Keely Jackson once again got back. Well, turned over high up the field by Millie Baggett, but it's safely back with Iona Smith, who goes long, but Egan's there for Sudbury to return fire. Good control once again by Helsden. But the high press from Sudbury, turning it over.
Yes, Bags!
Millie Baggett looked to take it down the line, but couldn't keep it in field. There's a player down for Northampton. It looks like Lauren Hewitt will be entering the field for Northampton Town. In need of a hero, the home side here at Sixfield Stadium. They trail by 1 goal after holding the lead for the first 70 minutes or so. Looks like she's on for Cassidy Flynn, who's pulled up short in the last few moments. Northampton Town with a throw. Well, there's still plenty of extra time to be played, but it's AFC Sudbury who win the ball in midfield and keep it alive excellently well. But here's Jackson. A foul goes the way of AFC Sudbury. Well, you can see here, in goes the sliding tackle, and Mia Richards doesn't get enough of the ball there. Quick free kick taken by Goodwin. Throw in goes the way of AFC Sudbury. Chloe, just a few minutes left to go. And AFC Sudbury hold out to win it from behind here.
Yeah, it's very intense.
Well, Seeley does amazingly well to get some contact with the ball and wins the corner as well. And that is pretty impressive stuff from Ruby Seeley. She's had to change her shirt in this game due to a bleeding nose, has battled through it. And now Goodwin stands over the corner. And AFC Sudbury defend their National Football Youth League title, and they will keep it in the corner. In the 90th minute, it won't be a popular decision. Hit down the line, and Drake wins another corner. Well, Hattie, it might not be very popular tactics, but 1 goal up in a cup final, you can't really blame AFC Sudbury.
Absolutely not. I mean, we've seen Northampton aren't exactly weak in attack, so the closer we can keep it to their own goal is best for us.
Well, the ball is buried in the Persimmon home stand, but eventually it's fished out. Referee Abby Byrne will be keen for AFC Sudbury to get it underway, as they do, but keeping it in the corner. Richards does fantastically well. Thrown to the floor by Keely Jackson, but it was Goodwin who made the first infringement, and crucial now that Northampton Town get the ball upfield, and Jackson has done really well there, having none of it from Mia Goodwin, but unfortunately a missed touch has led to another Sudbury throw. Down the line it goes. Seeley there to collect. Once again, she'll keep it in the corner. Tackle comes in. It's a good tackle as well from Ruby Helsden. Foul throw on this occasion. I think it'll be possession back for Northampton Town. It's now or never for the home side. Deep into overtime, but Goodwin has it back. Big tackle from Jackson, but the throw-in goes AFC Sudbury's way, and they are killing this final with all the tricks in the book. Not long to go now. We're 4.5 minutes into overtime here. Cleared by the skipper, Ruby Helston once again. Both coaches on the edge of their technical area. Northampton, the home side, a goal down in this cup final. Long throw, headed away, but only for another AFC Sudbury set piece. This throw in. Jackson wasting no time in returning the ball for the substitute Millie Baggett. Off the chest, Richardson has it back. Free kick goes Northampton Town's way. They'll be in a real hurry to get it back up the field. Ruby, a goal here would absolutely light up Sixfield Stadium, you must say.
Yeah, it definitely would, especially with the crowd that we've got with us today.
And they go long as they have to. How close are AFC Sudbury to winning this game? It's chipped in behind. Egan gets a touch. Lampy clears downfield, and it's fallen to Drake. And Drake takes on one. Amazing. From close range, Smith denies, and then Smith gathers well. What a big moment that is to deny Drake. To battle in midfield, and it goes AFC Sudbury's way. Sophie Tennant battling for possession. Well, this is a huge moment. What a save this is. One-on-one. So quickly off her line, Smith, and then to regather and clear upfield. Excellent work. The Northampton Town goalkeeper, and Sudbury have it back where they want it. We're into the 6th minute of extra time. How much longer must AFC Sudbury wait? Millie Baggett with the throw. Seeley will battle for possession, but it's away from her. Drake. Flicked on by Goodwin. Quick throw from Northampton, headed back. No foul, so Drake will take it to the corner herself. Goal kick. Maybe one last chance. Smith. And it's over. AFC Sudbury have come from behind at the home of Northampton Town and taken the victory. Well, and a fantastic game. Olivia and Ruby, thank you so much for being with us, even though it hasn't gone your way. I'll let you rejoin your teammates, but thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
And Chloe and Hattie, I'll let you do the same. Thank you very much for joining us here in the commentary box. I'll let you go and celebrate your success.
Thank you.
Well, what a culmination we've had in this second half. AFC Sudbury were behind, for 70 minutes of football before 2 goals in 10 minutes. Put Sudbury in front. Fantastic performance from Besant, who surely will be the player of the match in this final. But what a turnaround for Sudbury, who've come away from home, all the way from Suffolk, 2 hours it took them to get here to face Northampton Town in their home stadium of 6 Fields. And they battled hard. They scored some wonderful goals on their way to the National Football League final. Scenes of real jubilation as Sudbury win their 2nd cup final in a row here. It sits 3rd in the Southern Champ, but surely this will spur them on to that promotion push. Well, here's how it started. As you can see, only 2.5 minutes on the clock. A lovely finish by Mia Richards. And then we were, from then on, at a complete stalemate, really. Northampton were not defending the lead. It was just so finely poised until deep into the second half, when a clearance from a corner landed at the feet of Leonie Besant. The clearance from this delivery, a great cross, headed away. This is some equaliser. What a finish by Besant. Defies description, really. And look how much it means to her as well. Great delivery by Newley, but this is something out of nothing, really. I'd love to see the XG on that finish. As low as it can come, really. What a strike. And then just a few minutes later, as Northampton Town were pushing to get themselves back in front, they came really close from a set piece. But instead, it was AFC Sudbury who grabbed their second. A quick free kick. Caught Northampton unaware. That is some ball. A wonderful touch. And then just to hit it through a crowd of players, unfortunately slipped through the net of Iona Smith. She was excellent throughout the game, but a moment to forget for the Northampton Town goalkeeper, who, it must be said, moments later came up with an unbelievable save one-on-one to deny Yasmin Drake her second. But that goal was enough to see them through. AFC Sudbury have won the National Football League Cup final here at Sixfields, and in a few moments' time we will have the presentations. Well, it is the beginning of the presentations, presented, of course, by Louise Macy. It'll be commiserations for the host, Northampton Town, followed by the Man of the Match award, which is been handed to Leonie Besant. Not a particularly controversial call, a goal and an assist, and serious performance in defence. But first, the match officials, of course. The second medal for all of these referees. George Byrne received his yesterday for refereeing the men's national trophy final, while Kalita Bria and Abby Byrne both were in action this afternoon. Abby Byrne and Nicolita Bria will both be refereeing the Women's FA Cup final, of course, and they had an awful lot to deal with today. Plenty of robust challenges going in, as up come the host, Northampton Town, who had a good reception for their home crowd, and it was a good performance from them as well. They took that early lead for Mia Richards, and then they just couldn't capitalise on it, unfortunately. In that second half especially, they let AF Sudbury grow into the game, and then, of course, that unstoppable opener for the Suffolk side. But a really strong performance, especially from some of those fullbacks as well. Cassidy Flynn and Chanel were really impressive at the back, as of course the captain Helston. And now it's the Man of the Match award, handed out to Leonie Besant. Well deserved. Screamer off the crossbar and an assist as well, powered into the chest. Jasmine Drake finished through a crowd of players, as well as cleaning up in midfield all afternoon for AFC Sudbury. They'll be led by their captain, receive their winners' medals, of course. Padlock happy to be at the end of the line. She will lift the trophy as well in a few moments' time as each player receives their medal. A really good game, especially for the wide players of AFC Sudbury, likes of Seeley and Penny. They look really dangerous out there, and as their crosses into the centre, it led to the opening goal, headed away and then finished by Besant in emphatic fashion. Bit thinking from Besant as well for the second. She really did have a part to play in this final as she receives a medal along with her teammates. Even Chloe and Hattie on co-coms get themselves a medal as well. The final one is for the captain. They'll have their photo as a team, and then of course they'll get to lift the National Football Youth League Cup. AFC Sudbury came from behind here at the home of Northampton Town, Sixfield Stadium, to beat the hosts by 2-1 in an excellent cup final. That will also be the end of our coverage here from Sixfields across the 2 days. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll leave you with the celebrations of AFC Sudbury, National Football Youth League Cup final winners.